controversy with Hidden Creek Farm began, and I became aware of the corruption in the Dalton Township government, I said that there were 3 points at which it could start to be corrected. One is I called for the resignation of the township supervisor. Two is I filed 2 recalls for the township supervisor. And then 3 is to replace him in the election. Now, he did not resign. The recalls did not go through. And now we are at the election. So we are on step 3. And when I first started doing that, I heard from people that a Republican can't win in Dalton Township. And this myth has grown up and it's become pervasive and strong to the point that I've been told by a couple of people that there must be some sort of special law or something that a Republican can't win in Dalton Township, something to do with the election. No one was really sure. And it's not true. It's just been a long time since anyone else ran. The last time a Republican ran for office in Dalton Township was 2008, and they didn't win then. And I don't know how long before that, but as far as I looked back to 2002, a Republican has not held office in Dalton Township. But if we look at the numbers, and I just have a couple of numbers from 2016, in that election, more people voted for the straight Republican ticket than the Democratic. It was close, 842 versus 826. More people voted for the Republican President Trump than the Democratic President Clinton. That was 2,308 versus 1,589. That's a pretty big difference there. The people of Dalton Township also voted for the representative in Congress as a Republican, their state rep as a Republican, and the county train commissioner as a Republican. So it seems to me that if a Republican had ran as a township supervisor for Dalton in 2016, they probably would have won. But really, the issue for me is the single party that annoys me to no end. And it's even bigger than that. Anywhere where the party is synonymous with the government, you have totalitarianism, and tyranny reigns because there's no corrective mechanism. So it looks to me like I have a decent chance. Even if I did not, I would still run because I think it's a principle that you need to have the choice in the election. And to have a choice, you at least have to have 2 options, preferably even more. In that spirit that we saw in Dalton Township when the farm was being attacked, of everyone coming together and standing up for their rights, I think that's still there. And I think we'll see that come back in the election. Now, I've been asked why I am not running as an independent. And one of my favorite people in history is Frederick Douglass, very interesting guy. If you don't know who he is, check out my article on jeffthinks.com, The Opposite of Slavery. And here's a quote from him from a letter in 1883, because he had to answer the exact same question. I'm thought to be an independent, and so I am. But I am an independent inside of the Republican Party. I can have all the independence I want inside of the Republican Party, which I think is a very good answer. I also really agree with a quote that he gave in 1870 in a speech. It reads, I'm a Republican. A black Republican dyed in the wool, and I never intend to belong to any other than the party of freedom and progress. But if one of my colored fellow citizens chooses to think that his interests and rights and the interests of the country can be better subserved by giving his vote against the Republican Party, I, as an American citizen, and as one desirous to learn the first principles of free government, affirm his right, his undoubted right, to vote as he chooses. I think that is an excellent sentiment, which ideally everyone would have. And no matter what, there's going to be an option in this election. That is by far the most important thing, one of the principles that I strongly stand by. And I know that people have been saying they'll come after me in different ways, and that's fine, because just like I do not stand down, I will not back down, I don't bow down to bullies, I know that the people of Dalton Township also don't back down, and they don't bow down to bullies either. And we will see that result in this election. An election truly is a choice. In providing that choice, giving that choice, having that choice available, I see as a sacred duty, which is why I'm running for the supervisor of Dalton Township. So if you like this video, like it. If you know other people that would like it, share it. And I would really appreciate it. We'll see what kind of a difference we can make in the Dalton Township election.